Hey, welcome to World Entertainment, and we were recently told that Warner Brothers and DC Studio were fast-tracking Wonder Woman. Now, Batman was also meant to be a part of that, but Wonder Woman was said to be getting fast-tracked, and that does seem to be the case. James Gunn is kind of saying it was always the plan to have her come up very quickly after Superman, as was Batman, and he doesn't quite understand where the fast-tracking is coming from, even though they weren't really that part of a plan, were they? But we now have a writer attached, and this is where it gets concerning. And if I had any enthusiasm for this movie, it's pretty much slipping away with this announcement. So we're going to have a look at who it is, and then we're going to have a look at what James Gunn says, because not just does he confirm who's writing it and stuff, but he takes a massive shot at Matt Reeves. And I mean a massive shot at Matt Reeves. So let's dive into this. And yes, I did have to look up how to actually pronounce the name. So the rap reveals that Anna Nogaro has been tapped by DC Studios to write its upcoming Wonder Woman movie. She's someone James Gunn and Peter Safran clearly have a lot of faith in, as she will mark the playwright's third DCU project. It's actually should be the second, I think. Actually, it could be wrong on that. Anyway, the playwright and actor first came to our notice when she was hired by Warner Brothers to write a Supergirl movie spinning out of 2023's The Flash. Sasha Calais was dumped from the role when DC Studios was formed, but Gunn and Safran immediately hired her to pen Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which is now just called Supergirl. So there's the first part that's majorly concerning, is it's the woman who co-wrote The Flash. And this is the thing. James Gunn said he thought The Flash was the greatest superhero movie ever made. We all said he was obviously must be joking about that, because how could you possibly... This woman keeps getting hired. Now, the reason I say I think it's only 2, while this says 3 DC Studios writing stuff, is I'm pretty sure she's only written Supergirl, and now she's tapped to write Wonder Woman. Can't remember whether or not she had any involvement with Superman. I don't think she did, but I could be wrong. But it's saying directed by Craig Gillespie with Millie Alcock in the lead role. It's since been retitled Supergirl. Nogaro also wrote Teen Titans for DC Studios. So Teen Titans was... that's not under James Gunn's version, so... Or is it? I don't think it is. Which has yet to be officially greenlit. Oh, okay. Now, it seems the studio wants the writer to prioritise bringing Diana Prince back to theatres. So hang on, she's written a show for them and they haven't even greenlit the thing yet. Oh, that's just weird. So Wonder Woman is being actively developed for the Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters slate alongside Paradise Lost TV series, believed to be set on Themyscira. It's unclear whether the latter will be sidelined to focus on the iconic Amazon. That should say Amazonian, it just says Amazon. But this is a step in the right direction for the movie. We know Wonder Woman won't be in Paradise Lost. He did say that a while back. That it just mentions Wonder Woman 3 from Patty Jenkins and stuff. But here is the statements that Gunn recently made in an interview. I think it was with GQ. It was one of them. But you hear what he says, but it's how he ends this that just is this massive shade at Matt Reeves. So he said this: I don't know what they mean by fast tracking. I've always had Wonder Woman as a priority, but we got the first few things started, and there's some other things that are really close to green lighting. Like there's a television show that I hope that we're going to green light in the next few days. So now a little time has passed, and we really need Wonder Woman, and we really need Batman, because they're so important to us. And so it's become a little bit more like going to everybody at DC and being like, we need to figure this out. We have good writers on Wonder Woman, yeah right, and we just have to make sure it's working, and they have to not be somebody who's going to take 2 years to write a script.
Boy, That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
So that's how he finishes out. That right there is massive, massive shade being thrown at Matt Reeves. I don't know where that comes from, why he's doing that, but the fact that he's doing it, that's crazy. Like, this guy still has a deal with Warner Brothers for not one, but 2 more Batman movies. I.e. the Batman Part 2 and, of course, Part 3. So, the fact that James Gunn is taking a big shot at him like that, and of course, if the news is accurate that it was something to do with either mental health issue or a family issue, then makes that statement even worse. But the fact that their Wonder Woman story is being written by the woman who co-wrote The Flash, and again, we don't know what to expect from Supergirl. But if you're taking all the people who worked on one of the worst performing, worst received, and worst reviewed DC movies of all time, that being The Flash, and you keep hiring people that worked on that movie, Andy Muschietti, the director of it, is going to direct Batman Brave and the Bold. The writer of it is on what this should be her 4th DCU project. The cinematographer worked on Superman, and by God could you tell when you were looking at that movie, especially the Mr. Terrific in the desert scene. Well, it wasn't really a desert, it was on the beach, but yeah, he keeps hiring people that worked on that movie to try and get this DCU up and running. That's concerning. The fact that this woman is now working on her 4th project, and realistically we haven't seen a single project yet from her in the DCU, that should be concerning as well. It's like you keep hiring the same person to do these different things, and yet we have no indication of what her work will actually look like in the DCU. We saw what it looked like in the DCEU, and it was horrendous. Now you're telling us she's on her 4th project in the DCU. This is insane, absolutely insane, and has me very concerned. That's me losing interest immediately from this, especially if Supergirl, that whole movie, we know that's got issues because we know what type of character they're looking for because we met her in Superman. We know what the whole story is based off Tom King's run. All of this stuff, it's so concerning, it's horrible, and you keep hiring this woman to work on these projects. It's not good. I hope I get proven wrong. I really do. I hope I get proven wrong. I hope Supergirl comes out and it's absolutely fantastic. Doubt it, but you never know. But I do hope I get proven wrong, because it would be nice to actually have these films back to where we can enjoy them again. Wait and see is all we can do. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.